Ooh. Alrighty. Been a little while? Not entirely. It's been a little less than a week. Zone 5 is mostly wrapped up. Oh. God, it was gruesome. So we're gonna talk about all of it today. Barb chain. We've got Lord of War, which I might actually push because I am low on troops. Not necessarily low, but I killed a little bit too many archers, so I need some archers so that I can field with next tech. Kevin, what's going on, man? Also, a little bit more music. Just gonna barb chain my life away as well. Talk about the new commander, which is interesting. Pretty mixed feelings on it so far. It seems like the community is kind of split. Oh, but I'll wait until a few more people get in here before I start going over the important things. Yeah, EU stream. Oh yeah, I actually should have put this in the title. So, I'm officially jobless. It's a good thing. I quit my job. I've got a new job starting up in December, and so what that means is that now I really have no excuse not to stream. I know this. I'm gonna lose this Barb, but you gotta make some sacrifices. So. Meaning I can stream in the middle of the day now, so EU friendly. You guys don't have to worry about it. I will be streaming, so maybe I'll form a schedule for this month or something. Like I'll be on it, I don't know, like 18 or 19 UTC every day or something fun. It's like this weird balance between you know, leading the kingdom, wanting to stream, you know, not revealing too much, right? Also, I just added this song to the playlist. What do you guys think about it? Oh yeah, this one goes hard too. I feel like this is too hard for barb chaining. That's alright. Alright. Early bird gets the worm, and I actually have I have memberships to give out, and because you guys are here right when I'm starting the stream, I'm gonna count you guys as my most loyal of viewers here. So I'm gonna gift 10 memberships, or 5. I'll give 5. Oh, early birds get the worm, Lambo. I didn't know you were in here, man. All right. Any chance you will max Ragnar Prime? Yeah, I will. I will max him. I gotta start adding some new emojis, bro. Hold on. Where are they? I still got the burning money one, but now that flux scripts are a thing, you guys don't really see me do that very often. I also haven't warled on stream, so I don't have this ball left and ball right thing anymore. But yeah. So anyway, my plan, anyway, with Ragnar Prime, I've already put heads into him. He's at 5551. I'm gonna wait until the wheel comes out, and I'm gonna finish this this recharge event or whatever this is. So I will be buying all these naturally. So yeah, I'm gonna get the value over time, and I'm also super low on gold heads. I actually have 0 gold heads. I can't even max it if I wanted to right now. So I'll hopefully have them for Kingsland, and I'll run Guanskip and then Ragnar Liuche. Or Liuche Ragnar. I've got to do some testing. But I think I'm benching my William Wallace, which is the crazy part. Yeah, Kevin, you just missed it. Now, the new commander, the leadership, I will definitely not be investing in, 100%. I don't think it's a good commander. I think it's versatile, and I think that that's a good thing. I think it's got a ton of all damage, which is cool, but all damage with no active skill is bad. So, and 2-second duration on the buff is way too short. Way too short. Needs to be like 4. Kyle, what's going on, man? I did say 1606 would win Zone 5. And now, well, we'll go over the map updates. If the goal is the Sanctuary, they did win it. But being that their territory situation plus the fact that they don't have access to both passes mean that they probably didn't win it. Do you see the video that him getting 108% of stats on second skill? No. Who? Ragnar Prime or the new leadership commander? The new guy? Leadership? Artifact KV? Oh. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. You're telling me that in an Artifact KVK, if I make this guy all... Oh, no. If I make this guy like all Archer, he'll get the 35% attack and defense from his second skill? Nah, that'll be fixed. That'll be fixed. Now that is crazy, bro. Oh, man. Yeah. No, I see what you're talking about now, but that definitely is a bug. So yeah, that's his 1800 damage factor. The thing is, guys, like, look, Trajan's bad. Like, Trajan's bad because he's got no damage factor, and how combat works in the field, right, is you go in, you're doing this. You're hitting, you're falling back, you're hitting, right? Just two seconds in, like, not all your marchers are gonna get that buff. Like, it's not good. Someone tested it with Joan, regular Joan. Wait, because Joan has the stats too, right? Where's my Joan? Right? You're talking this? So this was working. This was giving 90% stats in Artifact KVKs. How has nobody tried that before? Do I have Archer gear on my CC? No, I have Cap gear. My Cap gear. So Heaven, you're saying that it worked, right? So Epic Joan of Arc is giving 90% stats in the open field right now for Artifact KVKs. If that's true, I'm gonna have to add Joan of Arc to my lineup until they fix it. Because we have an Artifact tied in pass 7 in Kingsland. So, and I'm not for exploiting exploits, but I mean, fuck it, right? Okay, so I am going to go over the map because we now have about 40 people in here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So you guys, hopefully a lot of you guys in here saw my stream. We ended up winning the initial Zone 5 Sanctuary battle, which was great. We secured this. We didn't really have to fort drop anything outside of our initial fort drop. We did drop an XO fort here to help burn. They did have a fort here. You can probably see that little gap. They deleted it. They also had a fort up here, which we burned. We also had a fort right here, which we burned. But now this goes into the Huron, right? So these are still our enemies. And they have barricaded themselves in this Huron. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 forts, and they actually had they had another one right here that they deleted because Zone 7 just opened. So, you know, they're dropping it here. With that said, you know, it's something that we're gonna have to deal with eventually. And look, guys, 1981 is we were just B seed, now we're low A seed. Obviously we're a strong kingdom, but we had a 7-day Zone 5 fight. 7 days long. That is way too long. That's like Imperium level kind of stuff, you know? Like, you don't fight for Zone 5 in that long. Like, there's no reason. Like, both sides are going to zero themselves. Like, it's terrible. So you can see, I'm at 101. I was trying to be conservative. And, you know, it's just like, you can't. Sometimes you have to push objectives, right? Like, they just refuse to leave. I've never, like, props to 74 and 89 and whatever. Do I think that it's a good idea for them? No. We traded positive against them in the zone. They have many more deaths than we do. Fun fact, actually. 1981 has 65% T4 deads, I think. So we were farm filling the whole time. And so we tried to play as efficiently as possible. And you'll see, like, you know, our members are still, they're not zeroed, right? Like, I mean, I've got a decent amount of power left. You know, we've got some power left, right? But 7 days is a lot. It's a lot for any kingdom, right? But, you know, rallying forts against the Ditto, Ditto with, or Dido CY, was actually very, very hard to crack because you don't have tech in Zone 5, right? So we didn't have 3 million rally cap. They had 3 million garrison cap. They would just barricade themselves in, farm fill, and we realized that we're now trading mains into farms and trading negative. It's not a good look. So we decided to pretty much just stop pushing, and so we started playing defense. There would be this tug and pull, or push and pull. It's like, you know, we dropped this K fort, right? We built that successfully. LA, we dropped this. We tried to drop a fort right here like 2 days ago. It went down with like 30 minutes left. They were coming into our uptime. We were going in our downtime. You know, long story short, we should have dropped it sooner, but it was a lot of fun. We traded super, super well, and actually I was the garrison of that one. And these were all the reports, I think. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so these are the reports. Yeah, so it was LA fort. So I was the garrison. Obviously this guy swarming it didn't go very well for him. So 1, 2, 3, right? So you can see, even though this fort didn't build, right? Like, this was a successful endeavor. I mean, this is literally every report, guys. Like, this is every single report that I have. Right? And yeah, like, even if we didn't build the fort, right, it still went super well. And then what happened? My city got rallied, and I wasn't streaming. God. Chat, this is why sometimes I just need to have the recording button going. They rallied my city. Oh. So you guys can have a look at that. Yeah, goes to low A seed. We are low A. I mean, A seed, I guess, whatever you want to call it now. Wait, let me go back. I don't know why it just... Where was it? Here. Yeah, so I took no deads. The deads were reinforcements. Some farms filled my city, which is great. That's what you should do. And yeah, so this was brutal because they didn't swap alliances. And they were fighting by my city. So my AoE was just absolutely destroying them. I mean, look at this. 120 AK archer deads, like T5. It's brutal. Tragic part of this KVK is that enemies can survive for way too long. It's true. Well, I mean, you got forts, right? Forts are hard to deal with. You can't fort in Kingsland, though. Why not try to double rally the forts? I see ally territory nearby. We were double rallying, right? So, but what would happen is day 7 of Kingsland of Zone 5, you're trying not to drain yourself, and so we'd hit like you know, our uptime, and we double rally the fort. It would burn, and then because it's day 7, like, people aren't logging on anymore. You're tired, right? Like, dude, nobody wants to be... Look, we all want to fight, right? Nobody wants to do it high intensity for 7 days straight. Nobody. It's just not possible, right? People need to move. They have families. They have lives, right? So we get the burn, and then our, you know, activity would drop, and then all of a sudden, like, we can't fully sustain 2 rallies going for, you know, 20 minutes. And so then we couldn't get the burn anymore. And then they'd heal, and then they'd push us, and then they'd build to our fort, and then they'd try to burn this. And so it was like, I mean, it was like a push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. And eventually we just stopped building. And there was kind of like an unspoken agreement that we were both just done. Because by the time we would be able to burn it again, it would heal up, and it was just, you know, that's how it goes. So, and the first tide was with the backup troops, and they kept building. Yeah. So backup troops, I don't love the concept of backup troops. Even though it's T5, it just makes shit literally impossible to build or to burn. And if you have a whale, because we are playing against Itachi, right, who's 580 million power or whatever it was at the start. Now he's below 500, funny enough. But when you have a whale like that on your team, right, you literally cannot burn anything, right? It's just impossible. So, I was leading the KP board, I think, for a little while, and then I kind of started transitioning into well, I had some work events. I no longer have any work events, which is nice. But oh, that's the honor roll, by the way. So this is the KP board. I'm 8th right now. Shout out to PSY and Zhao. They've been crushing it. Itachi, right, all up here. But so it's I was up there, but at some point, right, like I don't have unlimited speed ups, right? If I want to play King's Land without stopping, I needed to control myself, so I pretty much just filled with farms and kind of did some war leading for the rest of this zone. Dead points, you can see. These are all of our enemies, by the way. 3208, enemy. 2774, enemy. Buster is our ally, so these are allies, 1032. But 2774, 2774, right? Like, you can see we were doing some damage on these whales. And also Itachi's heal points is hilarious. Is he even trading positive? No. He's trading significantly negative as a max deck whale, which is funny. But I guess when you have an account like that, it doesn't really matter. So, and then individual honor, I guess you can take a look. I've been grinding, so I am number 1. I don't have a ton of AP, right? But like I said, I've got limited speed ups. This is what I've got left. If you guys can see that over my camera. So it's like 2 years, I think. When you're a billionaire, 300k is nothing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. But that's why, so eventually, right, like in the zone, I think I said that they had fort dropped here, and they deleted the fort, which is nice. But, you know, they had a fort right here, and we'd rally it, we'd double rally it, and then Itachi would just port in and spam fill, right? And so eventually at some point, right, like we knew that this fort did nothing. Like look at the zone, right? Sanctuary's down here, it's covered by a wall. Like this fort did absolutely nothing. So we knew that eventually they'd delete it if we just ignored it. It's not worth running our farms into Itachi's account, so we just ignore it. And that's kind of what we're doing with these as well. So around how many points do you chain a day for that kind of score? Well, we can do the math, right? So how many days have I logged in? So 17 days. And then, so I'm looking at like a little less than 10k honor a day. Yeah. But also, you know, once I got CY, the 5511 through MGE. I think I got him through MGE, right? Where is he? And by the way, CY is really good in the garrison, bro. Yeah, so 5211. I got like second place MGE or something. Dude, he is a ridiculously strong chaining commander. So I chain normally. So I'm streaming right now, and you guys know me on stream. I am not a good multitasker. I can't talk and chain at the same time. So normally I'll chain with like 4 marches or 3 marches generally, 3 or 4 marches. And so I'll do double C with CY, ZL with Shajar, and then Huo with Hera. I don't like to do Hua with Hera while I'm streaming because it does so much damage that like the Barbs die too fast and makes it a little awkward. Okay, also, we're just not gonna... I've been farming gems too. I don't know, I feel like I've been pretty productive this KVK, right? Like this is just... Ooh. Anyway, let's do this. Is that the same attach you as 2 big accounts? Yep, we're fighting against both of them. Fake. I'm not showing your ranking, bro. Sorry. I'm in KVK 5 as a newer player, but Richard YSG only marches that last long. Yeah. I have an old account. I don't even use Richard anymore. If I wanted to expand my chaining marches, I would use Richard. But at some point, like, he's just a big old hospital mill. Oh, this is a nice little group. I'll do 3. That's fine. Okay. While I walk, let's do some of this. So I've got 5 war drums, so I need a lot of these fragments because I want to get my war drums to 2 on all my marches eventually. I don't really care for the weapons. I use KVK weapons for the most part. I've already got one of these. And I'll get everything to 2 eventually. I've got 2 Dragon's Breath bows, so not like super worried. I don't even have a Greatest Glory. I do have a dagger, but I already have a blueprint fragment, and I only need, 1 more to get 2. So drums is kind of the only option. So Nurki, are you wind or water camp? Because that would make sense. Do I chain 2 barbs or only 3+? 3+. I don't chain 2. Oh yeah, we're starting off strong, baby. Starting off strong. Jesus Christ, dude. Let's see how badly I get crushed. That's good. I'll take that. That's fine. Yeah, your wind. Yeah, it makes sense. I like that. It's funny to see the stats, right? Because clearly both wind and water went into zone 5 conservatively. Like your deads are super low, like the KP is super low, and the 2 smaller camps have the most DKP right now, which is funny. But I think you guys realize, right, like it's zone 5, there's no point in pushing their fort wall, and what happened was 1606 set up their, oh god, and 1606 set up their fort wall way before fire did. Oh, I like that. 10 spot, we like that. Okay, so like the first thing that 1606 did is they dropped these forts, right? Okay, that's water. I was like, is that you guys? Okay. Anyway, so the first thing they did is fort wall here, and then you guys got control of the rest of the map. So they clearly made a play for the sanctuary, and then you guys will get the passes. So I don't know if this is because later on in the zone they're gonna push out, take the passes. It is still a threat, the same way that these guys having the Huron is a threat. Like technically they could fort drop or something. Like I don't know, like here. Try to get the pass later on, right? Burn through some territory. But at the same time, like they set up that fort wall, and then you guys made the same decision that we made, just we made it days later, which was essentially, all right, well, we don't have the tech to rally forts. It's not worth pushing. I'm not going to trade my mains into their farms, and we'll go for Kingsland. All right, what was I doing? This. I'll take that. 30 hours of speeds is something that I would really like. Oh, that is money. Woo. I'm just gonna leave that up on the screen for a little while. Dude, that looks good. Now, if this blueprint wasn't there, and this was like another 3-spot materials or something, my goodness, that's a crazy pull right there. All right, we'll keep it going. Now watch, this spin is gonna suck. No, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. We do have Sanctuary, and they have 2 Sanctuaries. There's no reason to fight. Yeah, I mean, I agree. As long as the morale is still high, right? It didn't even seem like there was too much field fighting. Every once in a while, I'd see you guys had, like, organized ball fights and stuff. Ugh. So it's like, we didn't even have much field fighting, bro. Like, it was just troops and deads and rallies and field. And that's, like, dude, doing field fighting's fun, right? Like, that's why we all play the game. I don't play the game for, you know, rallying the same flag 20 times, right? Like, oh. Alright, cool. Also, I've made a few upgrades to I'm slow healing the hospital. Anyway, I've made a few upgrades to my garrison set. So, this looks pretty good. Obviously, guys, disclaimer, I know, should be KVK helmet, okay? Like, I get it. And then set boots, I understand. But I'm not dismantling gear, and it was already crit when the iconic system came out, so nothing I can do. But I got this ring and this horn to iconic 4, so that's another 6% all damage on my garrison against the rallies. So looks pretty good. Yeah, so 5 days and only 3 flags are gone. My goodness, bro. That's crazy. Oh, they're shutting off the live stream, huh? Alright, I'm not gonna gem farm because there's too much going on. Alright, so let's check that everything's done. Bastion's done. Dude, I don't think I've rallied a fort in like forever. Yeah. Alright, so that was the entertainment part of the stream. Now we're gonna Barb chain and chill out for a bit. So, oh, Bush with the snipe on my group here. I'll go over there. You're losing like 6 or 7 defensive stats, so it's not a big deal. I don't even think it's that much, because these give more defense than the set boots. I think these give like what, 1% more with the crit or something, and then I lose like 5% up there. So I think I lose like 4% defense or something. The real thing that, you know, kind of hurts is the iconic level, right? So the Shattering Strike, I think this is like 6 or 7%. I don't remember. Let me check. Nope. This. Yeah, 6.5% instead of 5.5%, which is what I have. 5%. Yeah, so it's actually a pretty significant jump there. Good thing Earth only has 1 Huron. Yeah, and we're trying to take that away from him. We will eventually. I mean, they either have to put effort into defending a Zone 5 Huron for 5% defense, or let it go and just play the zone. Oh, bummer. Because we're not leaving the zone. So, 2-piece gives you 3% defense. Yeah, I still have the 2-piece, right? So, set helmet, set gloves. So, I still have the 2-piece. So, don't worry about it. That's also why my set, like, isn't terrible. It's just not perfectly ideal. Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy to think that I benched my Huo with Hera in a 2-march chaining situation. Like that march is so good. But like I found that like when I was chaining a little bit this morning, it would die. Like the level 51 barbs are too much for it. Oh. So this leadership commander, I wonder. So I wish I could pull up the stats on stream. I guess I could make a setting and do it right now, but I'm not prepared because I'm a lazy streamer. It's got a ton of all damage. I don't think it'll be good as like a fielder, but like, what about a counter rally? You know, like something that you're just trying to get people to hit and take a bunch of deaths from or something, or save wounds, like Attila or Charles, like, because people were launching like Charles Attila or Attila Charles and artifact KVKs, like, and this thing gives what, 40% all damage to itself on its active skill and 30% all damage flat, so you're looking at 70% all damage like for 2 seconds with Attila. I don't know, maybe that could be decent, but at the same time, like, it doesn't have it doesn't have like a real active skill, I guess. Did I see the kit? Yeah, I saw the kit. I'm not impressed for field anyway. The thing is, man, you just have to have an active skill. You have to. And in the field, buffing marches don't work, man. That's just how it is. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, dude. Much love, Red. Much love. Red is a member in our kingdom. Good friend. Also Redskins fan. You can probably see my Jaden Daniels Commanders jersey out there, so I know that he reps it. So seriously, bro, I appreciate it. For some reason I can't give it a heart. I'm not sure why. But I'll spam hearts in the chat. So Red, as always, man, I appreciate it and appreciate what you do for 81. And that, you know what, that deserves some push-ups. That deserves some push-ups. I'll do 20 for 20 bucks. Ready? Woo. 1, 2. Oh, I'm a little sore. Went to the gym yesterday. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Woo. Technically, push-ups are only for members. Technically, you know. But every once in a while, if it's a maybe a slower day, and a nice donation, I'll do some push-ups. Yeah, see, Gosu's, you counted 19? Bro, I counted out loud, dog. I guess I did miss some at the start. I was talking. Oh, man. Alright, Red. Oh, alright, I'll do 6 more because maybe I missed one. Let me finish this chain up. I agree, but he offered offering reactive skill for your marches and give him 7% all damage. So I agree with you, Abu, like reactive, but that's not what you want in an open field commander. You don't want reactive commanders. You want proactive commanders. You want commanders that are going to do something when you're making the decision to attack, right? Not when other people are hitting you. I don't care if you have 200% like all damage, right? Like, if you have no skills, you know, you're not gonna do anything. That's why people don't run Attila Takeda in the field anymore. All right, oh, this chain is going anywhere. Whew. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got that extra one in. Now I'm already sweating. All right, I gotta change up the change it up to 25. Slowly but surely, we're funding the crystal tech, guys. Slowly but surely. I'm like, can't even say my S's. Slowly but surely. Oh, that's so tempting, bro. 40 gems right there. Is there a AP anywhere? Oh, there's training. I got my markers off. Look, I'm a good streamer, bro. I don't have any of my markers on. Also, this zone over here, it looks ridiculous with markers on. See, and then it walked away. Now I don't want to chain anymore. Look how far away that thing is. You know what? I'll try it. I walked all this way. Might as well. I'll just start walking somewhere. You unlocked 6 March? Dude, I unlocked 6 Marches like a week ago. I'm close to 7. In fact, I gotta research that. But yeah, this just needs this to 7, which just needs this to 10, which just needs this to 10. So I'm like, we have Mountain Warfare soon. I'll get it then. Yokane, what do you think of the new commander with Asher recasting active skills? Or is Philip useless? Philip's pretty useless, man. I won't say it's useless. He's like, you could run him with things like Joan. You could run him with things like Asher. The problem is he's got no active skill. Like, he just doesn't have an active skill. And the kit or the skill that you're talking about is the expertise skill, where he has a 40% chance to catch his own active skill again, which 40% to do nothing again, and then incur a 7-second cooldown. Great. And then a 20% chance to do your secondary's active skill again, which shares the same cooldown. So most time you're not actually getting the good skill. Anyway, it makes no sense. Yeah. Oh, I actually agree with you. We were just, I don't know if you were in the stream. I was just talking about that. If you want 3 training marches, you could do YSG Shajar. I'm not doing YSG. Actually, YSG has a versatility tree, doesn't it? Oh, that's kind of prime. Wait, where's my YSG at? Oh no, never mind. Garrison tree. No, I'm not doing YSG primary. Oh, you just arrived? Yeah, dude. We were literally just talking about how 70% all damage on a counter. Like, if your intention is not to do damage, but is to take damage, 70%, 70% all damage, even if, so it's 2 seconds, but, you know, it's a Tilla, right? So, it is actually good. And then it gives Cav, oh, but it gives Cav attack on the second skill, doesn't it? That's, like, not super tanky, actually. Wait. It would have no defensive skills at all. Deals 30% more damage. Normal attacks do an AoE, and then using an axe. I don't know. It's not really tanky. But it would hurt a lot. Bro. Really? Gross. He has less damage taken. Less damage taken only when his active skill launches, right? A lot of the times, counter rallies don't even get active skills off. You're just launching them. So it's like, that's why Charles was used. Like, Attila Charles was used. Because, you know, 30% counterattack damage taken. As soon as people would hit you, it would just hurt. I mean, it could probably be decent. I would worry a little bit about its about its survivability. Okay, before somebody takes all my barbs here, I'm gonna just attack something. I guess I probably should have started with that one or something. It's fine. I'm not gonna micro it. I'm actually surprised that the lead I have. 40% chance to recast active skill. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the whole point of a counter rally is you don't have to cast the active skills. It's just naturally prickly. And you also got to remember, like, the active skill is only active for 2 seconds. If you add 40% in 2 seconds, so you're looking at an average of a little bit less than 3-second active skill. It's not a lot, man. Not a lot. And then additionally, recasting Attila's active skill. So I don't know how the interaction works. Like, how do you know if it recasts? Does the primary go off and then the secondary go off, and then the expertise with the retrigger? Maybe. So in that case, it would extend the duration of Attila's active skill by what, 50%, right? Because it does it lasts for 4 seconds. Yeah, 4 seconds. So yeah, I mean, Attila's active skill being recast could be good. Adds like 50% duration. No news on Pew Pew? Yeah, no news on range commanders. Imagine Herman Phillip, more poisons on the field. Imagine Herman Tommy, so many poisons on the field. Some things sound great, they're not great. And remember, like, more poisons on the field, you're looking at 20% chance. And it's not just a 20%. I don't have the commander, so I can't pull it up. But it's 20% chance of the secondary, or the commander that's not paired with the new commander, right? Tommy cancels it with her active, yeah, but she still is applying poisons, which makes the Herman expertise go off, right? So, but anyway, back to Phillip, right? So it has a 40% chance to cast a useless active skill, which then puts the good active skill on a cooldown, right? So yeah, I mean, it's not even just 20% chance, it's less than 20% chance, because if the 40% chance triggers, then it puts the 20% chance on cooldown. At least that's how I'm reading it. If they're separate cooldowns, like there's a 20% chance to trigger, and that has a 20, or that has a cooldown separately from the 40%. Now we're talking, right? Like, now that's a lot better than what I'm giving it credit for. But if they do share a cooldown, then it's really bad. Herman Tommy, or Seawolf runs Herman Tommy. He can make any decision he wants. Herman Tommy is definitely not great, though. Yeah, he might be good on paper, and we're over exaggerating. I mean, what do you mean we're over? I'm trying to talk real, right? Like, I just don't think he's very good. And, you know, I was talking to Bus a little bit, and he's saying, okay, well, you could run Liu Che primary with Phillip secondary, because people are already running Liu Che Alex. And so he's saying the best comparison is Liu Che Alex versus Liu Che Phillip. And he was arguing that the kit on Phillip is better than Alex. And I would simply disagree. I think the 1700 damage factor on a 3-second cooldown, and you're immune to all damage reduction debuffs, is ridiculous. A 30% debuff to your target that you're hitting is much, much better, significantly better than 20% all damage to your marches that are probably not hitting the target, right? And then I think you've got, like, now with the other commander, you've got what, 30% all damage and 30% attack, and with Alex you have 30% all damage or 30% attack and then 30% defense or 40% attack. So the all damage definitely swings in favor, but then you also have the relic, right? So I don't know. It makes him very tanky, adds a lot of defense, makes Liu Che take less damage. Same chance of Liu Che doing his active skill again, but I'm not sure if with Philip's expertise and Liu Che's crossed. I mean, the commander, it adds a little bit of defense. Takes 20% less damage for 2 seconds on his active skill. I just, guys, I don't know why. I hate being the creator that is like, guys, this commander's not that good. Because I feel like the last year, that's all I've been saying. And guys, I'm sorry, but I've almost been right every single time, okay? So I said that Belly Prime wasn't very good. True. I said that William Wallace wasn't very good. True. I said Shajar was fine. Maybe your 4th best archer. True. Like, guys, this commander is not going to be good, okay? I mean, if he is good, I'll bite my ass. Bite my ass? No. Bite my tongue? Why did I say bite my ass? That is not what I meant to say. Anyway, guys, just understand that, like, there's a reason why people don't run Trajan in the field, right? Trajan is great in Canyon. He's awesome, right? Like, he provides buffs, and if your marches are, like, constantly in combat, like, Trajan's really, really good. Rage gain, right? More skill damage. He's got 20% health, 20% defense. He's got an all damage debuff, right? No, that's, yeah, all damage debuff. Like, this commander's kit's crazy, but he's just not good in the field. All right. Okay, you guys are going way, you guys are way too excited off that comment, bro. Relax. What about Ragnar Prime? I love Ragnar Prime. I think he's very good. And I am eventually going to do... Where is Ragnar Prime? I'm eventually going to do that KVK with... what's it called? The Viking something, Britain something? I don't know. Eventually I'll play that, and then I could swap this and make him any type commander. Like, that would be a lot of fun. I think that Ragnar's really good. So, and a lot of people... And I said this in my video, okay? I did say this in my video about Ragnar. But a lot of people are like, all right, Guan's dead. And I can run Liu Che Alex or Liu Che William Wallace, and then, you know, Skippy Ragnar or Ragnar Skippy. And we can bench the Guan. I disagree. I think that now Alex is dead or William Wallace is dead. William Wallace is... like a fine commander, he's carried by Liu Che. Alex is a fine commander, he's carried by Liu Che. The kit of this commander and this leech and the march speed reduction is awesome paired with Liu Che, so I'm fine. Like, what I want to do when this guy's expertise, I'm going to run Ragnar primary, Liu Che secondary, with this talent build. Right, so you don't get the skill damage synergy stuff, right, but you get the rejuvenate, you get the damage taken reduction, you get more march speed manipulation, right, ton of stats up here in the imp tree. And I'm going to run that. If that doesn't work, then I'll run Liu Che primary with Ragnar secondary and see how that works. So I'm going to run Guan Skippy and then Ragnar Liu Che. That's what I think the best 2 inf marches are going to be, right? Now, a lot of people, like, Liu Che Alex is fantastic. Liu Che Wallace is fantastic, right? Like, the commander, Liu Che, is ridiculous. So, in essence, right, like... You don't have to get him, but I don't think Guan fits the bench. The silence is too good. My Guan Skippy, and I can actually say, like, with proof now, my Guan Skippy is a good march still. My Guan Skippy doesn't have the best gear, right? Like, this is the gear I've got on my Guan Skippy. It's not any, like, better than the stuff that I'm running on my other marches, right? Like, it's not any better. And my Guan Skippy is my 2nd best march this KVK. It's better than Nevsky Joan. It's better than Huo William and Huo Belly. It's better. It's trading better. It's not a better march, but it's trading better than ZL Herman, right? So, like, my Guan Skippy is not hitting the bench. Wallace Liu Che is the #1 inf march. I'd say Liu Che primary, but yes. No, don't try this. 0 synergy. What synergy does, you know, Alex and Liu Che have, right? So... the whole synergy is the extra bonus attack. The whole synergy, right? Like, with the doing more active skill or instant procs with Alex, right? And so if I can run Ragnar and get this to trigger, right? This has no internal cooldown. Like, this triggering as much as I want is ridiculous. I can just pummel a target. And with Liu Che's active skill stacking with this skill, right? The slow, and then the imp tree, like, I can make a target do 90% reduced march speed. 90%. So it's like, Yeah. Also, the reason why I want to do Wallace primary, or not Wallace, sorry, Ragnar primary, is this skill right here. They take 25% less skill damage, fine. And then once they reach, excuse me, 70% rage, it gains a 7% bonus or 15% bonus to skill damage dealt for 4 seconds. This will not trigger on the secondary commander. So if Liu Che is primary, you're going to be missing 15% skill damage bonus on Ragnar's active skill. But if Liu Che is primary, right, like, you know, you're missing this. So I want to try Ragnar as primary. Now, the reason, and you could argue that Liu Che primary is better, is just because, you know, Liu Che does a lot of damage, attack tree, etc. But yeah. All right, let me read up. Dude, your thoughts are the exact same with me. I will try to convince our alliance people about go on skip Ragnar Liu. No one listens. Just be strong in your opinion. That's all I can say. Ragnar Skippy is the second best Sithmar simply because Ragnar has no dead skills on the open field like Guan. You're right, he doesn't have any dead skills, but if you just replace his dead skill, with his relic, which obviously turns into a bad skill, right? But also I swarm cities and strongholds, and you know, 30% attack debuff is actually quite nice. But this is still one of the best active skills in the entire game, so. Why not Ragnar, Skippy, and Liu Che Alex? If you still want Guan, do Guan, Ragnar, and Skippy, Liu Che. I want to pair the Guan and Skippy together. The synergy is too much. Alright. Thoughts on new leadership commander? Yarden, scroll back like 10 minutes and we talked about it. I'm in love with Liu Che Alex and nothing's going to change that except Alex Prime. Hey, look, and if that's your decision, that's your decision. Liu Che Alex will continue to trade well. Don't worry, man. From my experience, smite talents greater than attack talents. That is your experience. That is not the data that I have collected. The problem with Ragnar Liu Che is they benefit from different formations. So does Liu Che Alex. Dude, Alex has no smite damage. Alex's second skill is skill damage proc, right? Like, this is skill damage. They have conflicting things, right? Like, and I think the reason why so I run Liu Che Wallace, okay? Everybody knows this. I don't run Liu Che Alex. Currently, I run Liu Che Wallace. Obviously, it's my best march. It's got my best gear by a long shot, right? And then these are my armaments. And I think that a lot of people don't have these armaments. Not saying that these are like anything cracked or crazy special, right? But like battle ready, you know, like this increases active skill damage of your William Wallace and your Liu Che if this is up while it goes off. Invincible, obviously really good, right? So they stack together. And it makes my William Wallace do more damage as opposed to my Alex. So I really like that combination. My Liu Che William Wallace is trading about 4 for 1 this KVK. Lambo, I was gonna pop an emoji when joining the chat. However, it's against every fiber in my body to pop a cab emoji. Dude, so Lambo, it's actually a joke. The reason why I have the emoji is because I made a video about I think it was about Belisarius, right? I can't remember, and I was saying that it wasn't very good, and everybody in the comments was calling me a Cav main, and the joke, everybody in my kingdom started calling me a Cav main because, oh no, that's what it was. It was William Wallace. I said that William Wallace wasn't very good, which he's not, right? He's nothing special. He's not some crazy boost to Alex, right? Like, I was calling him he was not a must invest, which is true. And everybody in the comments called me a Cav main. And so they just made fun of me because obviously I'm an Inf main, right? So, yeah. Ragnar Skippy or Skippy Ragnar? I like Skippy Ragnar. It makes sense logistically. You've got the 30% health debuff, right, on your Skippy, and then you hit him with the Ragnar active skill. Now, the only thing is, this is not the right talent build, but the only thing is, right, you can run this build. You'll get rejuvenate. So this is like tankier and quicker, but the skill damage tree has more damage output. I guess so. I don't know. I think Skippy primary. That's my personal opinion. Wow, chat's popping off, guys. I actually can't read everything. Smite is so OP, even if my Nevsky Jones has really good gear. And I hit William Wallace Luce, they deal insane counter damage and is boosted by normal damage. Yep. Smite damage is insane. Yeah, but Alex is not DPS commander and he benefits from base stats. That's true. But you can't say that Alex is not a DPS commander when he's got 70% attack on his kit and an insta-proc that deals 1700 damage factor and isn't affected by reductions to all damage. Like, there are so many ZLs on the field. The fact that he's not taking reduced damage when he's hit is really good. And he's got 2 relics, right? Like, he's got another, what, 20% defense? Like, that's really good. Okay. Y'all keep running those inf marches, more food for my archers. Dude, my archers are doing fine this KVK. So funny enough, my archers have the second most kills. So how my marches rank, in fact, let me pull this up. I can't pull it up on stream, but I've got it saved. Here it is. So my trades, these are how my trades go. Okay, Liu Che Wallace is number 1. Guan Skippy is number 2. Huo with Williams number 3. Tied exactly, by the way, with Nevsky Joan, who's number 4. And then I've got Shajar with Asher as my number 5. And ZL Herman is my worst trading march. But if you go for kills, my Liu Che William Wallace is first on kills, and my ZL Herman is second on kills, right? So it's doing a ton of damage. It's trading the worst. And that's just because everybody targets it, right? Like, that's just how it works. Either way, I like my archers, but they are definitely heavily targeted. And that's why I love my Shajar investment, because Shajar is my tankiest commander. When people target my Shajar with Asher, I'm happy. Like, I'm very happy. Because it's like Trajan in the field. Like, this skill is ridiculous when you're tanking. 20% less damage flat on the map. And then once you get below 60%, you heal, which is fine. And then for the next 8 seconds, guys, this is an 8-second buff. You take 40% less damage. If you're getting targeted, now look, you lose 40% attack, right? But your targeted march isn't doing attack, right? Like, you just want this thing to live. So this thing takes 60% less damage for 8 seconds. It's so strong. It's got 35% health. Whenever people target this thing, I just keep pressing the W key and I run them over. It's so nice, dude. It's so nice. Some people told me don't take destructive. It's a trap. What's your opinion? I think it's good. But it's the worst legendary inscription in the game. So, like, take that how you will. Like, if you can get it, but it should be your last priority. Is Gorgo a viable option on the field as a first or second of March? Not anymore. It was about 6 months ago. I don't think it is anymore. It's fine. Is it viable? Yes. Gorgo Liu Che is fine. It's good, but I wouldn't invest in Gorgo for the field. Smoked Turkey. So, yeah, some of the update. We did win Zone 5, but they've barricaded themselves in this little corner here. So, we'll have to deal with this, but for now, we are not going to deal with it. How would I pair 2 marches between Liu Che, Ragnar, Alex, and Philip? Oh, well, you need AoE on both, so the Liu Che and Ragnar can't be paired together. So probably Liu Che, Alex, and then Ragnar primary, Philip secondary. That's probably how I'd pair it. What do you think about using Philip as a secondary to Zuge? I think that's good. Yeah, I think it's fun. Get some march speed, 20%. You get some tankiness, which is needed. You're gonna have what, like 65% health on that march or something? Yeah, 65% health, which is nice. In the off chance that you fire this again, that's really good. So, and Wallace is definitely an upgrade since it's also smite damage. So all skill damage reductions are irrelevant. Skill damage taken doesn't care. Yeah, I mean, I agree that Wallace is a. I'm not even gonna call him an upgrade. I'm gonna call him a situational upgrade. There are times where Liu Che Alex would be better than Liu Che Wallace. Like, if I'm on offense and I'm dealing, excuse me, if I'm dealing with, city hoppers, like, okay, now Alex is definitely better than Wallace. But if I'm just field fighting, I think Wallace is better. And it depends on the armaments you have. Senor Death, how are you, man? I did do the egg event, yes. You can rewind. I did it pretty early. I got one really insane pull. What's the KP saying? We get into that 3 bill? Yeah, we're getting there. I've gained 1.7 in Zone 5. So I gained 1.7 billion KP in Zone 5. I think it was 1.7. Yeah, 1. Because I was at 15.5, right? 15.6, something like that. My only issue is speed ups, and obviously, guys, I mean, you guys know me. I'll fight until all these are zeroed. I used about 40% of my total speed ups in the zone. So if you multiply, you know, or if you do the math, right, it's like 60% of what I had. So a little, multiply my KP by 2 and then add 10% is kind of what you're looking at for how much I could gain. So you're looking at like 3.8 is probably my maximum amount of KP gain that I could do this KVK, which is great. Obviously, it would be my record. But you know, I'll be out of speed ups for sure. And you know, we did our fort drop, and I mean, like we all have family responsibilities, right? And so it was my stepmother's birthday actually, and so I was at a birthday dinner, and I kept getting up, right? Like I couldn't play. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't play, but I kept getting up to refill my water, and then I would just send my marches. I would just send them to the fort. I wouldn't pay any attention to them. I would just send them to the fort, and so I was just acting as a meat shield. That's all I was. And all my trades were like 10%, 20%, like obviously horrendously bad. But I was just trying to tank for people, so I'd literally just send them there and then go back to the dinner table. So that was not great for my speed ups. It might not have been worth it for me to do that. So I don't know. Benefit of hindsight. But I wanted to get the fort down, because if we did get the fort down, the zone would have been over. Not bad. Could be better. It could be better. But I didn't want to drain myself in the zone. What are we talking about in chat? Not paying attention, guys. Come on now. I got too many chats to read. Chat was actually popping off, bro. I couldn't even keep up. I was like, so many questions. I guess when I say stuff like hot takes, people pay attention, huh? When you acting like this in the good KDs, they appreciate that. Yeah. Did I actually want it? Like, I don't know, man. And I always said this. It would be interesting. And obviously, like, the end goal, and this isn't a secret even to my 1981 members here, right? But the end goal for my gameplay is going to be in an Imperium, right? Like, eventually, I will leave and go to an Imperium. And I really wonder if I had unlimited speed ups, right? Like, I was in a kingdom that was dropping gold chests like 1093 or you know, 2377, 1960, like. I wonder how much KP I could really gain. I mean, look, I've got a high ego, okay? I still think that I could be top 10 in 1960. Probably, if I had unlimited speed ups. Maybe. And that's what I want to do. Like, I want to try to see if I can hit that goal, right? Eventually. Is Shajar not a good chaining commander as opposed to Double C? I'm using Shajar. ZL Shajar. Shajar is a great chaining commander. Your March will live forever. I'm using Double C with 5111 CY. How do I get access to the report manager you use? It's called Cubus Mike. So like Cubus Mike report manager. He's got a Discord server. So yeah. If you use Piloture, I don't know without though. We'll see. You think this march is gonna run away from me? I kind of think it will. I don't really plan on ever going for another Zenith. My account, I mean, at my spend level, my account can't take a Zenith. I zero my account every KVK. Like, I have no speed ups after every KVK. It's just not, it's not sustainable. Like, I get a minimum of 2 billion KP, and, you know, I mean, you guys might, like, I'm sitting here with 113, you know, 1,000 gems and, you know, max tech and almost 7 marches, right? But that's realistically the only time that I spend. I'm really not that much of a whale. Like, I'm not even VIP 19, and my account is, you know, 4 years old, so, it's just not feasible. Like, I have to chain. I mean, how many of you guys are reoccurring viewers, like, in the chat? Like, I have always been top 20 honor in every KVK that you have ever watched me play. And I have to. It's not an option for me, right? Like, if I want to play this game how I would like to play it, meaning, like, I am frontlining, I'm tanking when I have to, I'm pushing objectives, like, I'm getting a ton of KP every KVK, like, I have to do this dumb Barb grind, or else, like, my account won't be able to take it, won't be able to support it. So there's a free-to-play that has 13 billion in 1960, so that'll tell you how much speed ups you earn. Yeah, but Socks just got there, right? And he also got most of his KP out of that. This is a free-to-play. And he's in 1981. He's got 12 billion. He'll be at 13 probably by the end of this KVK. So you just got you need the grinders, right? Like, I mean, good players are everywhere, man. If speed ups is the limiting factor, you should go to an Imperium with lots of gold chests. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? Eventually, I will. But, like, I mean, right now, right? I love 1981. They're obviously a great kingdom. I helped lead them. It's you know, we haven't lost. Not saying that we'll never lose. In fact, there's a good chance that we lose this one. But at the same time, yeah. PSY, what's going on, man? Little 1032 represent, huh? Why not use more chaining marches? Because I'm streaming and I can't pay attention while I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, I will. But I can't multitask that hard. So. Was Bob Deadwood again in Zone 5? He was always terrible in 1979. Yeah, I should say that. Let me read that one more time. Was Bob Deadwood again in Zone 5? He was always terrible in 1979. Maybe. Nah, Bob's great, man. Although he didn't garrison much. Now pull a 12-inch and chain with 5 marches. Guys, it is physical. Like, my brain... I've got this monitor, I've got this monitor. I can't also, like, I can't do that. It's impossible. It's more fun when you're winning hard KVKs. If you don't think that 1981 is taking hard KVKs, then you're kidding yourself. Like, our last KVK was hard, our KVK before that was hard, this KVK is obviously hard. We just had guys, we just had a 7-day Zone 5. If you think that 1981 is taking easy KVKs, then, I mean, look in the mirror. We're a first pop kingdom. So, and that's another reason why I never have any fucking speed ups. Because we go first pop. So I have about I generate enough per off season with 1 pop or with, on first pop to get 2 billion kill points. Like, with my chaining, with my spending, with everything, like, you know, like 2 billion KP is about my range. Now, per pop, I keep saying per pop, per skip. So we did 1 skip this offseason for the first time in 4 KVKs. Because we did that 1 skip, I generated more speed ups. And so naturally I have like about enough KP or enough speed ups for like 1 billion more KP. So I'd say every skip that we do probably increases my KP potential by 1 billion. Like, I can probably get 3.5, 3.7 billion KP this KVK just because we did first pop. But, you know, maybe. Or second pop. How'd our ally zone go? So, ally zone was good. So, they are... This is 1606, right? This is ally, right? Like, this is all one camp. WinCamp, I believe, controls both. Am I wrong with that? Maybe. Yeah, so, okay, they do not control both. So, this is water camp. Whoops. In fact, are they burning? No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, so this is all water camp. WinCamp will control both passes, which is good. So, technically, I don't know, it's hard. Positionally, WinCamp won. Huron-wise, I mean, there's no real reason for them to push, but like 1606 got their objective, right? They got the sanctuary, and now they'll go into this zone, and Wind will go here, right? Earth here, us here. Yep. So, but I mean, it went fine. They kind of stalemated, which was odd. Because eventually, like, people realize that just don't rally forts. What's up, King Schmuck? Would I ever restart? Absolutely not. There is no chance I would ever restart this game. It took me 4 years and thousands of dollars to get to where I am. Restarting? No. And not only restarting, but no offense to those kingdoms, right? But kingdoms who restart usually have no idea what they're doing. They're going back to bully new players because they have some experience and they know how the game works, right? Let's be real. And so if I were to go back, I'd have to lead my own jumper because no jumper that I'd go to would be up to my satisfaction, realistically. And, you know, it makes me sound like I have an ego, which I do, but it's deserved a little bit. But, like, the whole reason Rock is struggling right now, and the whole reason why new players can't stand it, is because of how long it takes to catch up. Like, why would I restart that process? I'm caught up. Like, I'm not doing it again. You know what? I'm caught up, and I still can't keep up. Right? Like, they have released Shajar, Ragnar Prime. They just announced a new leadership commander. Thank God I'm not going to be investing in it. But, like, dude... Come on, man. I mean, I'm a spender, and I generally, you know, I don't spin wheels, but like, I don't know, I generate my gold heads. I win a lot of these 20 gold head events, right? Like the PvE ones, etc. And I can't keep up. Like, there's no shit. There's no shot. Yeah, I mean, Turkey, you're right in chat, right? As a new player, you are advised not to play the game for your first year. Isn't that crazy? Hey, by the way, you want to be good on the field? You can't, because everything that matters is going to come after KVK3. It makes literally no sense. What they should do, if they really... I don't know. I'm not a developer, okay? But they should reset every single gold head that you spend prior to KVK3. Once you reach KVK3. That's it. Like, you want to invest in the game? Great. Go ahead, invest in it, make your mistakes, go invest in Khan, right? Go max YSG. Like, go have fun in the early game, understand how the game works, and then every single gold head that you invested should be reset. If you loved YSG, great. Invest in it again. But if you didn't, and you wanted something better, well, then swap it up. So, this can all be solved by a commander reset. Yeah, I mean, I agree, dude. Like, commander reset needed to be in the game a long time ago. I would strat in any RTS game, rather restart, and I already made it in Age of Empires. RTS and city building wargame, I guess this is a mix of both, right? I've heard bad things about Age of Empires. We've had some Kingdom members try it. They've obviously not enjoyed it. My thing is, and call me whatever you want, right? But like, sunk cost fallacy for me, like, dude, I can't play another game. There's no way I could ever play another city building war game right now. There's no way. Like, this is my baby for this. I still enjoy the game. Like, I'm having fun. Like, why would I go play another thing? I tried to download Call of Dragons when that came out because I thought, you know, maybe expand the YouTube channel, do something fun. But dude, I can't stand the graphics in Call of Dragons. I can't stand it. The graphics are so bad for me. Like, dude, sometimes simple is good, right? Like, look how simple this UI is. Like, it's it's like Minecraft almost. It's just squares, boxes, and like, okay, like resource nodes. Barbs are nothing special, like, but dude, as soon as I try and look at the Call of Dragons UI, like my brain hurts, man. Like my brain hurts. You disrespecting YSG, bro? I love YSG, man. But he is officially on my bench anyway. How many? Well, let's kill this bar first. Okay. How many kills did I get with my boy YSG? I don't know how I feel about his remodel. I mean, it looks nicer, I guess, but nah. Almost 59 or 57 million kills. It's a very good game. It's not perfect because it's new, but it has great potential. What, Age of Empires? Maybe. Apparently, Age of Empires is not even a new game. It's a copy-pasta version of a game that was released years ago. I mean, dude, everything's a copy-pasta. Like, once you build one thing successfully, then everybody else is going to copy you. Dude, you know what I didn't even know? This makes you sound dumb, okay? But Dota, like Dota 2. Everybody in chat, you guys know what Dota 2 is, all right? We're all on YouTube. We're all, you know, nerds in some sense, right? Like, we all know what Dota 2 is. Yes, give me some yeses in chats. I didn't even know what Dota stood for, but then I realized that Blizzard, a company that I've followed for years, actually, so Blizzard created Dota 1. Like, it's called Defend of the Ancients. That's what Dota stands for, and it's Warcraft 3. That's where it came from. So it's like, and then I remember watching a video on this, and then they fucked up the like the copyright clause or something, and so Dota 2 came out, and they immediately stole the mod from Warcraft 3. Okay, so yeah, you guys all know what it is. Great. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't from Blizzard. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But anyway, like a mod from Warcraft 3 ends up becoming one of the most popular games of all time. And I'm probably going to upset some of you in the chat right now, okay? But as somebody who plays neither game, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, Dota 2, and League of Legends are the exact same game to me. They all look the exact same. The map is the exact same. The only thing that differs... Jesus Christ, Barb. The only thing that differs is like playstyle and I almost said commander skills, which is funny, but playstyles and like different heroes. Like, that's it. Take that back. I'm not taking it back, dude. Like, I've tried to play League. Oh no, you're gonna steal this from me, bro? I've tried to play League, man. I really have. And I can't get into it. I just can't. And no disrespect to anyone who plays those games, right? Like, that's fine. But like, at least CS:GO has different maps, and then you have what's it called? Valorant. Valorant has different maps and different ults and stuff. Ultimates, whatever they're called, right? Like at least those are different. Yes, it's a first-person shooter. You know, you have to take some things from other games, but like Dota and League look the exact same to me, bro. Nah, Dota's not even comparable to League of Legends, etc. It's just better. Well, see, that's what I mean. So you clearly play, I don't. But from an outside point of view, like, it looks the exact same. The exact same. Lambo, you got no idea what we're talking about? Yeah, bro. Did you just say CS:GO is Battle Royale? CS:GO is not Battle Royale, dog. Have you played CS? Dude, I hit global in CS:GO. I bet you that you guys would not have guessed that I hit global in CS:GO. Dude, I used to be a big FPS player, man. I had a Stat Track Karambit Marble Fade. Like, dude, I was that guy, man. And then I ended up trading it for a Karambit Case Hardened Blue Gem that was worth when I got it, like $300, and then I ended up selling it, right, because I was in college and I needed money or whatever. And then yeah, now it's worth like 2K, and I fucked up. CS:GO had a battle royale mode. Did they really? I only played CS:GO. I didn't play CS1 or anything. So yeah. I swear Barb training is nerfed with troops not attacking Barbs once the Barb de-aggros. What do you mean? I swear Barb training is nerfed with troops not attacking Barbs once the Barb de-aggros. Oh, you mean like it runs away? It depends on what you press. If you press this button, well, I'll show you in a second. So if you press, you see this little, in fact, I gotta set my keybind. It used to be set to Q, but it reset when the graphics change happened. But if you press Q, your march will automatically not attack the Barb that you were hitting. So if like you have to move it like this and not press Q essentially. All Lambo does is wail and move attack all his marches. Yeah, it sounds good, dude. Lambo, you can come to 1981, dog. You know what 1901 actually needs? Seriously. So 1981 does not lack field. 1981 does not like lack leadership. It does not lack garrisons. Like 1981 is really, really well rounded. The only issue is that we're thin, right? Like all of our players keep relatively low profile. Like we don't have any Krakens except for this guy. So he's a Kraken, but all love to move. All right. Sometimes he doesn't play like a Kraken. Let's just be real. All right. Love you, move, but it is what it is. And so what we need is like that 250 million power player that's just going to sit on a flag. And when he's on a flag, enemies know that it's not going to burn, right? Like sometimes we just need that. I'm screwing it up. I'll give that another go. Yeah, definitely just don't press that that home button. Alright, in fact, I do have to recall here soon. And I'm gonna be that guy, but I'm gonna leave these abandoned. How far away is this? Oh, yeah. Let's just get that going home. Go home a little bit quicker. No age limit in 1981. Lambo is up there, dude. No, of course there's not an age limit, bro. Why would there be an age limit? Some of our great players are like in their 60s, dog. Where's Rock at? Is he even in K? Oh, here he is. Dude, Rock's one of my favorite. Dude, I played with Rock since 2638, man. And now he's busy this KVK. He hasn't been around too much, but dude, I remember we were in voice, and he woke up for an altar at like 4 a.m. and he joined voice, and his wife, the whole time he wasn't muted, and his wife was giving him shit the whole time, like, you're so damn addicted to this game, blah blah. And he's like, I just want to play, like, just give me an hour. It's just, and he's, you know, I don't know how old he is exactly, right? But like, he's got grandkids, right? I think he just had his second grandchild, and so I'd guess, right, he's probably in his low 60s. That's maybe what I'd guess. High 50s. And so, but when he joins voice, dude, it's always so fun because he strikes me as a very similar player to Lambo, who, like, dude, he doesn't care, man. He doesn't have time for this shit. Like, he just goes in there, he swarms stuff. He's a high spender, obviously, and he's just like, dude, I play this game to, you know, like, get an ego trip, and I was like, all right, man. But it's great. Like, I love him, dude. He's a good guy. Oh. I haven't been healing my hospital. I'm slacking, guys. So I picked this tide. Hold on, where is it? Personal directives? I don't know how I feel about this. So obviously last one I did this one, which was the gathering speed. I picked this one on my farms, but if I'm going for honor, right, and obviously I'm not going to stay number one. I'm going to run out of AP eventually, but Yeah, I mean, somebody is going to have a ton of AP more than me and push up, but I feel like I might as well secure a top 20, right? So, I don't know. Toil is better. I mean, of course it's better. I picked it on all my farms, but I don't need resources. Like, no offense, but like, I've got plenty, and I'm not one of those players that's like, oh, I'm not going to use my bags. Like, no, I'll use my bags. I just haven't had to use my bags in many KVKs, because generally I farm enough. But can you show Kingdom Deads? Yeah, those are my deads. These are Kingdom Deads. You should take note as to our T4 to T5 ratio. This is what. Well, I'll be careful for what I say, but you want this to be your ratio in Zone 5. As a, never mind. Well, I'll leave it at that. So, how much AP do you have before and after KVK usually? Before KVK, I'll have like 150 to 200k AP. After KVK, I'll have 0. I zero it every single KVK. So like, I don't even have that much. Like, this is all I have. I'm down in my 50s. Like, somebody in chat, somebody do the math. Did anybody know how much this is? Like 125, right? 125k left, something like that. Maybe not even. How much honor does that normally give you? Well, you know what? We have this fancy. That's 125k. Dude, look at me. My mental math is great. Okay. How do you see your season retrospects? Here we go. So I'll show you. How many farms do I have? I have 5 farms. But I play those 5 farms like they're mains. I play this game way too much. So. 48,000. 48,000 barbs. And I think last KVK I had like, I don't know, 200k AP. Alliance Invictus. Dude, why can't I skip this opening? Come on, bro. Please. And then this KVK I had... Excuse me, my goodness. 50,000 barbs. King of the Nile. I don't know how many I had here. Okay. By the way, I got way more than 52 million, but we fought our allies this KVK for the stars, so that didn't count. All right. And then this one I had 48. Right. So like that, you're looking at that like 45 to 50k range essentially, is how many barbs I'll kill. That's a lot of time. You a bit of a freak. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I told you guys, like I do what I have to do to play this game to the best of my ability. Like that's how it works, man. But like I chain, right? Like, I mean, now all these chains are bad because I'm streaming. So it's 3, 3, 3. Wow, these are really bad. Holy moly. But before I was streaming, hold on. It looked something like this, hopefully. Nope. Actually, yeah, this is fine. So, you know, 4, 4. This one I went back and hit again. So just a trick, guys. If you spend AP on your first barb, you can actually like you can hit it again, right? And it's not going to cost AP. So what I do is I hit this and I aggro 2 more, and then I go to the other side. So this is actually one chain. So this chain and this chain is one chain. So that's 1, 2, plus 7. So that's a 9 chain. That's a 7 chain. 4, 4, 3. And now I started streaming, and this is what happens. But I don't know, like where's like a good, okay, here, right? Like this is generally what my chains look like. So is it better value to buy daily special offer every day or 1 gold gem per month? Daily special offer, not even close. Definitely daily special. What's up, Kier? I don't remember the last time I got 200,000 honor points. 50k barbs is a minimum. 500k honor points. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's how it works. We do business here. All right. Need to rally that. All right. What do you think about 2774? I think they're great. They've been a very annoying opponent, which is a good thing. I think they fought for too long in Zone 5. But I think that they're a great kingdom. What are you flexing, Kane? Barb chaining is what I'm flexing. All right. 5 March Barb is the actual way to go. Dude, that's so gross. I don't think I've actually 5 Marched to Barb. The only time I've ever 5 Marched to Barb is I will be in KVK fighting, and then I'll have a full AP bar, right? Because I'm not chaining, obviously. And then I'll just 5 March a Barb real quick to spend AP. 7 March is better? Oh, God. Oh. Alright. Everybody in chat, go ahead and like the stream, and I got 5 more gifted memberships. And I hear that if you type something in chat, you have a higher chance of getting a gifted membership. So, maybe say hi, tell me how you are, do something. Like the stream, and then I will go ahead and gift these 5 memberships, alright? Dude, Ghosty, you already have a membership, dog. My account can't get gifted. It's an old account with some weird restriction. Weird, bro. Alright, so I saw Bush, Turkey, Kier. Lambo already has one. Let's see who gets it. Alright. We're gonna go ahead. Memberships. We got 5. I think it's the most recent people. Let's see who gets it. Wild got it. Okay, maybe I was completely wrong. Oh, all right. Cheers, though. Yep. I guess we got Solomon, who's in 1606. I see you spying, bro. Hamoud, Tesh, Wild, Blimey. Nice, man. I appreciate you all being here, especially since I don't actually monetize these streams. So any support that is given is great, and I do appreciate it. So Ricardo, how are you, man? How is my foot? Good question. I am feeling a lot better, man. I'm out of the boot and we're walking, so not nearly as serious as a lot of people feared, but a lot of people meaning myself, but yeah. You don't monetize? No. So whenever I stream like this, I don't monetize, right? Like you guys probably haven't gotten an ad, right? Throughout the entire stream. So that means that I'm not monetizing the stream. Now, what I am monetizing, you'll know because you'll get an ad every fucking 10 minutes, and it's annoying, right? So like I personally, like if I'm watching a stream, I don't want to get an ad every 10 minutes. And you know what's crazy is even if I put it on low, it will still do ads every 10 minutes. So yeah, man. Okay. You can monetize it and then just set it to manually trigger the ads. Yeah, but then I feel bad triggering the ads, right? Like, I don't know, man. I really, like, dude, I don't stream for money, man. And Lambo, I'm sure you don't either, right? Like, I stream to interact with the community and to have a good time and do what needs to be done. So, sometimes I just rather talk with people and have a good time. Also, I feel like I shouldn't be doing this on stream, but who gives a fuck at this point, right? Alright. Alright. Oh. Yeah, we're burning these forts, bro. Little excitement for you guys at the end of the stream. Alright. We need allies over here. I'm not expecting any resistance here, but we'll see. Do I recall the chaining marches? No, but this thing does need to be filled, so in that sense, you should come here with a farm or something. Never recall the chaining marches. Just chain in the battlefield. Let's go. I thought you TP'd to chain those barbs. Yeah, bro, I am right now. Oh, now I'm not paying attention, so. Like, I don't know about you guys, but this isn't going to stay here, so whether, you know, we push him out or not, we're not going to let him just chill here. But either way, that's, you know, this is the problem with kind of being in leadership and also streaming. Gabbit, how are you? 3307. Hey, I have a message for you to pass your kingdom. 3307, good kingdom. I want you guys to focus on filling rallies and flags. That's all I want. You guys got a lot of power. I got to make sure to use it. Okay. Watch it. We got gems from this one, right? Oh, I knew it, bro. You always... Dude, whenever I shouldn't be chaining, you always get gems. That's how it works. There was more in that than I thought. Yeah, chat, I wouldn't expect anything exciting from this, alright? But things do need to burn. Whoops. Leaking stuff on stream, not nice. I mean, at this point, it's already happening, right? Nothing they can do at this point. Nothing I can't leak. You know what? There's probably not going to be anything that goes on, so let's continue chaining, bro. Who cares, man? Oh. Wait, Kier isn't muted in chat? What a crazy world. Yep. I know, right? Kier, what did you actually get muted for again? I thought it was something really dumb. Like, I know you say some dumb stuff, but like, I think the thing that you actually got muted for was like not bad at all. He said Siege isn't worth investing into. Crazy comment, bro. All right. All right, chat. So this is what's gonna happen. This is when being part of leadership affects my streaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the stream. I'm gonna do a little bit of pushing. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Today with Kay, and I don't know. Maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow because I'm not working anymore. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it there. It was actually a very short, fun stream. I think we got a lot done. And now you guys know how the zone went, which was obviously always great. So, no promises, but probably stream tomorrow. All right, guys. You guys take care. Peace.